You know that glitch that allows you to stack your weapons in older versions of the game? Yeah, well, thanks to Awk, it's actually possible in 1.2.1 now. Here's how to do it. So first off, we want to perform the stick smuggling glitch. I won't explain how to do this in this video because I've already made multiple guides talking about this, and because multiple other guides on YouTube have talked about this, and I'm assuming a lot of you actually know how to do this. So I won't, so that's why I chose not to explain how this works in this video. So now we're going to perform fuse entanglement. So after you've ascended, drop a weapon that doesn't have anything fused to it. So after you've dropped that weapon, equip a shield as well, since that is what will be fuse entangling it onto. So wait until you call, and if one link becomes invisible, that means you've called. So now equip the recall rune, and quickly go and press minus to open the map. Watch and skip through one memory, and this will uncall link when you unpause the game. So you see now I'm in the recall menu, and link isn't called. So now we're going to switch to fuse, and we have 18 frames, and after those 18 frames we have to press ZL on the 18th frame. This is frame perfect timing, and it can actually soft lock you. So there I pressed it too late, very much too late. So we're going to watch another recall, watch another memory, and try it again. So I was too early this time. So if you see like this, that you can't destroy fuse material and you can't drop another weapon, and well, you can actually drop another weapon, but yeah, so when that happens, you just want to watch your memory, and this will sort of fix the state that you are in right now, because it advances, because it allows you to uncall. So you just do that right now, right there. So you also, every time you drop a weapon, you have to go back to be facing towards the weapon, so you have to do this, and you can just try this again. It's important to mention that this is the weapon that we're actually zuggling, so, or wuggling. So again, I was way too early there. So now I've soft locked, so sometimes this can happen. If that happens, just close your game and do it again from the start. So once it will have worked, you will see that this will happen. So it will be fake fuse, so it won't be fused to your shield, but it will have dropped behind you. So after that, you can warp to a shrine that's nearby to cancel the call. So after you've warped, you should see that it is fused to your shield in the inventory, but not in the overworld. Now you just have to go to the spot where you have FE'd, and you'll see that it will be that the weapon will be there, just lying around on the ground. And you can pick it up. The next step is actually to fill up your inventory. Warp to the Great Sky Islands, and because on the Great Sky Islands there are a bunch of tree branches just lying around everywhere, and you can pick those up until your inventory is full. Make sure that throughout this entire process you never once equip a different weapon or a different shield. You can equip a different bow if you wish, but equipping a different weapon or a different shield will ruin the entire fuse entanglement, and you'll have to try it all over again. And given how annoying it is to set up, you don't want that. But yeah, so here we are. You can grab the tree branches that are here. There will be some everywhere. As you can see, we already have one here, and my inventory is already full because I did that first try, so I don't have to deal with that. But as you can see, there is one over here, there's one over here, there's one over here. You can kill this construct to get one more. There's one over here, there's one more over here, there's one in here, and you can just destroy trees as well, destroy these little bushes to get some weapons. So I wouldn't worry about filling up your inventory if you just warp to the Great Sky Islands. There's an abundance of tree branches. But next up, we're going to warp to Lookout Landing. So this is where we'll actually we'll start doing the actual Zuggle. So you want to drop your shield once you're handed, so it falls down in this area. Next, we're going to go into one of the directions until the weapon disappears. So as you can see, it just disappeared out of my hands. We're gonna hold it out. You don't actually need to hold it out, but I just find it easier when I do that. And back out until it reappears again. And we're going to find the spot in between where it actually culls. So for me, it's about here. And now our goal is to leave the culling area and go back inside, so it does something like this. So it disappears while you're inside of the culling area, like sort of like that, you see. But we want to press the D-pad menu as it disappears and drop it out, and then switch to another weapon like this. So obviously that would not have zuggled because I didn't do the steps. But what you're looking to do is something a bit like this. So this didn't work. Make sure that if you fail it, you unequip your weapon before you pick this one up, or else the fuse entanglement will break and you'll have to start all over again. Okay, so as you can see, that has worked. We are now zuggled. But not exactly just yet. It does act like Zuggle, but you can't. This is just called Wuggle because it stands for Weird Zuggle. You can't warp, load saves, enter shrines, die. Everything that you do that involves loads will just kill the Zuggle. But now we're going to do a couple things to secure this state. So now my weapon will burn, which is not good. Don't do this, guys. I need to find water. Please don't break. Okay, we're good. That was close. Actually, does it destroy it? Okay, I don't know. Okay, back to the video. To secure the state of Zuggle, which will actually, if you choose to wuggle even more weapons, which by that it wouldn't even show because you can't technically wuggle more than one things, but it does behave towards the overload cap in this game. But that's a lot of technicalities and details that I'm not willing to get into, as I'm looking for a more simple tutorial for this glitch. But if you guys want a more advanced wuggle guide, just ask in the comments. I might do one, just because this glitch is really interesting and has a lot of weird properties. But now actually we're going to get a chest that has a weapon inside of it. This is where amiibo for me comes in really handy. So we're going to fill up our inventory, which you've maybe done earlier, but since we've used up one more, we need to get another one. So that's a cobble crusher. That's pretty much what we want. Then we're going to have another weapons chest. Once our inventory is full, we're going to spawn in another weapons chest, or you can just grab one from the environment. So this one will probably end up being a chest full of weapons. So we're just gonna grab this and put it next to a wall. Now if you see that this like this and your inventory is full, you're going to open the chest, and if it is a weapon, you should see that all your weapons are like in gray. This is just normal behavior. But now you're going to drop the one you have equipped, and if it says you can take that out here, then everything has worked and you're now zuggled. You can actually fuse stuff to this, and it will fuse to both of them. Even though it doesn't look like it. So you see, it actually does some weird stuff, because now it just doesn't exist for some reason, and that's just quite funny. But it does actually fuse it to both of them Link is just holding a flashlight backwards now. But there's a bunch of stuff you can do with it. Of course, it has the benefit of doing double damage or more damage. The only thing you cannot do is drop this weapon, or else it ruins the entire thing, or do anything related to loads, as I've explained previously. But you can actually switch this weapon for another one without a problem, and it actually brings back the weapon that you have zuggled. So if you wish, you can just do pretty much anything you want, yeah, including the Master Sword, which is, you know, quite cool. Yeah, so even though it doesn't appear as if, we actually have the thing fused to this weapon right now, and I'm going to go actually show this by killing that stone talus that is over there. So here's another weird animation you can get when climbing. You have the weapon equipped. This is just how Smuggle behaves. You can also get that while you can also get really weird stuff. Really weird animation when paragliding. The game just doesn't like this state. Yeah, you just yeah. I mean, the game wasn't designed to be that way. So I am going to demonstrate the true power of this glitch on this unsuspecting battle talus. He's dead. This one's for you, Dark Glyph.